It's a very strange reason. And it's a concept of some aunties in our society that I discovered when I started building muscles myself. कि लड़कियां तो नाजुक अच्छी लगती हैं. But the need for sports and their physical and mental benefits are the same for both genders. So why have we decided that girls don't need to do sports? I found my sport at the age of 8, and I completely fell in love with it. Assalamualaikum everyone, I'm Amani Jannat, a 20-year-old sports climber from Lahore. I would first like to thank Farm Evo for inviting me to speak here, and secondly, I would like to thank you all for giving me your precious time. Will you all please help me in a small experiment? Please imagine a cricketer. Then, now please imagine a footballer. And now imagine a basketball player. Please raise your hand if you imagined a woman. I see very few hands here, and very thankful for that. But the few hands are because there's a very huge disparity between female and male participation in sports. Fewer women play sports, and then even fewer pursue it professionally. But why is that? I think the first reason is that the public environment isn't very comfortable for girls because it is male-dominated. And then there's a cycle of blame. The authorities don't provide females with sports facilities because they're fewer in number, and females don't play sports because they don't have any safe opportunities. And then secondly, even in our society is designed in a way that even in the safe environments, such as all-girls schools, the authorities don't feel the need to provide sports facilities. And this is a form of covert discouragement. And this decision taken by the schools causes long-term damage to the female population. And the third reason, it's a very strange reason. And it's a concept of some aunties in our society that I discovered when I started building muscles myself. कि लड़कियां तो नाजुक अच्छी लगती हैं. But the need for sports and their physical and mental benefits are the same for both genders. So why have we decided that girls don't need to do sports? I found my sport at the age of 8, and I completely fell in love with it. Please allow me to introduce you to sports climbing. It has 3 disciplines. The first one is lead. Lead requires the climber to attach the rope to their harness and take it along with them and clip it into quick draws, which act as safety devices when they fall. To me, lead is like the unseen comprehension we all used to do in middle school. The route is different in every round of every competition, and every move is a question you have to solve. Secondly, we have speed. Speed has a standard route internationally, so think of it as a vertical sprint. We train on the same route, and then we compete on the same route, and whoever gets to the top in the shortest time wins. Lastly, we have boulder. Boulder consists of 4 boulders per round, and each boulder has a maximum height of 15 feet, and it is climbed without a harness with just a mattress below for the fall. And it's my personal favorite, although it's unavailable in Pakistan. So, all around the world, lead and boulder practice is done in specialized climbing gyms. But since Pakistan does not have a single one, we climbers go for rock climbing. And because I live in Lahore and I don't have access to any rock, I had to create my own alternatives. And I climbed everything that I saw, from buildings to walls to basketball poles, rugby poles, and countless trees. But sport climbing is an emerging sport, so a lot of new problems come with it. There are no female coaches, no female toilets near the wall. Females are discriminated against in almost every competition because it's a male-dominated and male-centered atmosphere. And so many of my amazingly talented fellow female climbers have left the sport. But I have stayed because I have been lucky enough to have the most encouraging parents who have taught me to make space for myself in this world. Throughout my childhood, I would take my climbing equipment with me on every vacation that I went. I would look up new techniques on YouTube and implement those when I went climbing. And on days I couldn't go to the wall, I would imagine it. I would imagine the route, and I would think of all the different ways that I can do a move. And with all this training, I began to win in my own age category. And by the age of 12, I was competing and winning against those who were much older. By the age of 15, I started competing in the open category, and I continued to win. And Alhamdulillah, I have held an undefeated streak for 8 years, nationally. After 12 years of consistency and dedication to the sport, I was finally selected to become the first national athlete to represent Pakistan internationally at the 19th Asian Games. And this strengthened my belief that if you persist against all resistance, you are honest with your hard work, and you prove yourself time and time again, you will be acknowledged, even if it takes more than a decade. The training at the national camp was intense. A 3-hour fitness session at 5 a.m. and a 3-hour climbing session at 5 p.m. for 9 weeks. And many thought that this would discourage me. But they were wrong. I would train even on my scheduled rest days. And then I got a second opportunity to compete internationally at the Asian Continental Cup in Riyadh. And I can happily say that I achieved a better standing than my male teammates. Thus proving that whenever women have been provided with the opportunity, they have excelled in that field, as we have already seen. And my performance raised a question that why weren't women included in the national team at the same time as the men 12 years ago? And now I would like to speak to you all as a daughter rather than a sports climber. Because जब बच्चे छोटे होते हैं तो हमें अपनी ज़रूरियात को vocalize करना नहीं आता, और जब हम सीख जाते हैं तो बहुत late हो जाता है. I am finally old enough to understand that all the restrictions that my parents placed upon me were not because they were trying to limit my fun, but because they were scared for me and they wanted to protect me from all harm. I would like to introduce you to a concept in climbing called spotting. It's where a person stands below the climber, arms outstretched, watching their every move very carefully and ready to catch them if they fall, but not really pushing them up the wall. And my parents were my spotters. I appreciate this so much that they taught me to fight my battles myself. And your daughters have so much potential. So equip them with the tools and the opportunities to explore their potential and find their purpose in life. And don't let society dim their light. And I might not win many medals internationally, but 12 years of my struggle gives me this satisfaction that I have made the journey of future female climbers easier. And this is my mission, to become a coach and a female role model for the future climbers. To provide opportunities for other female climbers that I lacked in my childhood. Because greatness isn't always mired in medals. It's mired in the impact we have on others and the legacy we leave behind. Thank you.